Hey everybody, it's Jay for the Fan1312 here, welcoming you guys to another episode of Let's Play Sly 4 Thieves in Time. In the last episode, we collected the clue bottles for the Arabian area, and in this episode, we're collecting the rest of the treasures in the game. Now, right here, I find this thing of arrows just to start off with, and I cannot figure out what it does for the life of me. After I do a bunch of searches here, that's when I consult a guide. And then I just realized that this bucket of arrows was put there just to throw you off, actually. Because I've played through this entire area, gotten all the masks and treasures at this point, and that bucket of arrows has had no use during either of it. But whatever, I keep going back here because I keep seeing it in the map, thinking I see it in the map of being wrong. But we're collecting the treasures in this video. Notice how this video is like 45 minutes long. Yeah. This was me I'm just sitting here for a while because I was just researching where to get the treasures. So that's why I'm just sitting here for a very long time. And this is at ×5 speed. It could be at ×4 speed, but I tried to save myself the trouble. I still wanted it to be a two-parter because I wanted people to figure out what the heck was going on instead of it being at ×8 speed and only being 25 minutes long, because shortening it 3 hours into 25 minutes is really kind of bad. So I shortened it to 41 minutes, and you can kind of understand what's going on here. And these treasures were really annoying to find. Not just to find, they were annoying to find, but they were not just to find, they were also annoying to get back in time. I missed a lot of them and getting them back in time. Yeah, just watching this is reminding me of the terrible times that I had in the treasure department here. Hopefully the masks are easier. The masks so far are more fun because you just need to find things instead of get them back to the hideout with a certain amount of time. That was my least favorite part about the treasures, is how you had to get them back to the hideout in a certain amount of time. But there will be an extra video at the end of this series, after the last episode of the series, which will have me reading all of the text for all of the treasures. So you guys don't have to watch that one if you don't want to. It'll be at the very end of the playlist. There might be no, there won't be, because the live commentary segment at the end of the masks thing will actually, at the end of the masks video, we'll show off what all the power-ups do. So it'll be the last video in the series, the only extra video in the series, and you guys don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Just like you guys didn't have to watch the Luigi's Mansion one if you don't want to. Luigi's Hidden Mansion one. Which I might actually be re-recording Luigi's Hidden Mansion sometime soon, because he had the higher pitched voice that I had before, and my higher pitched voice just generally sucks. This voice is a bit easier for me to listen to. That voice, I could not stand it for more than 20 minutes. So I don't know how people can watch all my Plants vs. Zombies videos so much, or all of my older videos, because a ton of my older videos with my crappy voice seem to have more views than my newer videos with my better voice, so I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. Here, I get another treasure. I'm not sure if that's another. No, that is the first treasure that I get. I was searching around for a while trying to find a pillar that it said in the walkthrough, or the guide, and I just couldn't find it. This was the next treasure that was mentioned in the guide, and it was annoying to get back. A lot of these treasures I had to do at least twice to get them actually back there in time. And here I try and figure out what this does again, because it looks like it's where the next one is, but I was completely wrong. And then the one after this, I'm going to be going back here again, because I'm going to think that that's what it looks like, and I'm going to be wrong again. So yeah. And note how the music is just, like, blah. It's every music file that I have repeated twice. It's gonna skip a few of the ones that are at the bottom for doing it the second time. I think it ended on one of the Pokemon ones. I don't quite remember. but you do get to hear all of the video game soundtrack music that I actually have at the moment, and then hear most of it again. So, yay. I only put music over these because it would be really boring for me to watch without music, and it would probably be kind of boring for you guys to watch even with my commentary without music, because it's just really weird for me to play any game, or watch any game, or do anything that if it doesn't have music. This you can't really see, but here's another treasure. I don't know why it's so dark over there. I couldn't see it very well on my TV either, though, so... whatever. More treasures. The mask video is probably going to be longer than this one, because it took me like 50 minutes at most to get the treasures in this area, and it took me an hour and 7 minutes to get the masks in this area, just because you have to replay a bunch of jobs to get all the masks, which is annoying. Now here you can see that I actually put the arrow in the right spot, and then I get this treasure. I always stop at when I'm about to enter each treasure, because I'm checking to make sure if it's the treasure, if it's the next treasure in the row for the thing. And then there are a few that I had already gotten, which I do figure out how to skip and stuff. Just like there are a few masks that I had already gotten, but I think I'll probably end up showing all the masks, because following the guide is a lot easier than... following the mask guide is a lot easier than knowing which ones that I actually found throughout the LP, because it's been like a week and a half. Yeah, it's been about a week and a half since I started this LP, so it would take me forever to remember this. And I'm at the same place again, because I was checking the map that it gave me, and it looked like this place was the right spot. And then I get out of this, I check the map, and I realize, oh crap, this is the wrong spot. And I go over, I find the right spot, and then I can just continue on my merry way. But yeah, it's just really funny some of the ways that you actually go through this. And I'm feeling like I might have more to talk about than I thought I would, just because there's an explanation to a lot of these treasures, and to a lot of the stuff that happens. So it feels like I can talk pretty much for the 40 minutes that this is going to play through. So, how you guys doing? Answer that in the comments, please. This is where I was supposed to go next, and then I find the target pretty cool. Oh wait, no, I think I'm still in the wrong spot. No, this is where I'm supposed to go next, I just don't find the target for a while. Or is this where I'm supposed to go next? I don't know, I don't remember very well. I can't really see what's going on. I'm stuttering a lot, holy crap. I can't really see what's going on here. This is where I check the map, so then I get out and I realize that it's not here. And then I go over to these ones again because I'm just like okay. Stop yawning, jeez. This is where I check the map and I'm like, oh, I was in the wrong spot the whole time. I'm supposed to be over there. So this is me coordinating the map with the map that the guide maker gave me. You know, you guys might just be like, oh, you're using a guide, you're so bad at the game. No, I just hate collectathons, and if I didn't use a guide, finding these treasures and masks would probably take me about 12 hours. At very least 12 hours. It'd take a long time to find all these if I wasn't using a guide, and you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. Here's a treasure, which I can bring back. I just like some of these ancestor doors. Oh yeah, by the way, that's what those things are called, the things that you need to have the certain suits to open up. You need to have the suits, like there's the saber-tooth one that I opened before, there's the archer one that spins around, there's the thief one that you have to slow down time to open, there's the jailbird one that you have to hit to open, and there's the samurai one that you have to reflect a fireball back to open. Those are called ancestor doors. There's always a treasure behind them, and for the archery and saber-tooth one, you need to use those to be able to get to it, so since you have it, it'll open it. With the other ones, you need to use those to open it specifically, because like there'll be the fireball you have to shoot back at it, the jailbird one where you hit it, or the thief costume where you stop time or slow down time. I always call it stop time. I guess I just never think of having time change being as slowing down time instead of stopping it. It's always been stop time to me for some reason. I don't know, it's weird. But Yeah, those ancestor doors can be really annoying if you don't know about them. It took me a while to realize, in case you couldn't tell, because I think I had a Clue Bottle video where I was by the ancestor door for the, I was at the ancestor door for the thief in the Jurassic area, 10,000 BC, and I couldn't figure out what to do. I never really, it took me a while to realize this was probably just different power. Yeah, this one's the thief costume, which you slow down time and open this. I do like how once you enter that thing, it just like turns around and stops, because yeah, it's just like you entered here, and that's what I really hate. The treasure has been lost when you're right by the hideout. That's something I extremely hate. Yeah, that was it. That was when, if you just saw there, I was using that and I hit a different target than it was needed to. I just found that really funny how it didn't actually work, even though I still hit the target technically. And then this was all the treasures that I needed for this area, and I just realized that I got a trophy there called Arcade Unbreak or something. If you get all the treasures in one area, the arcade gets fixed. And the arcade gets fixed for that area, and then you can use the arcade in that area. The arcades are actually different games for each arcade, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% positive. I think a few of them might actually be two-player games. I've heard, I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard that there is a two-player part in this game, and that it's the arcade. I'm not sure because I've already played one of the arcade games in the Mask video, and it didn't seem like it could be two-player. But that might just be that one. There might be other ones that could be two-player. If there is, then you'll be seeing those with me and War of Olympia at some point, just because I love this game, and he loves doing co-op games with me. So, kind of coincides together. And every time I get a new game, he asks, is it co-op, no matter what game it is. So, even if he's going to hate the co-op, he wants to do it anyway. Because I apparently don't have enough co-op games, which is actually kind of true. Because if you watched my random two-player games video, which I'm highly doubting very many people did, because it sucks, but besides the point, if you did, it was about 2 hours, and that was us playing through some of the slightly smaller portions of all but one of my co-op games. One we were going to do, and then we threw it out because it was exactly like the first one that we did, and we really didn't want to do it again. So we were just like, yeah, screw it, we'll just not do it. I think we even mentioned that in the video. Oh well. Yeah, here you use the the archery costume to get over there. And then I barely make that. I was at 0.91 seconds when I made that. So, yeah. And just to tell you, in the next video, if I go to a bunch of random alcoves, and there's nothing there in the next video during my speed up, I'm sorry, but that's because I'm just going to be following the guide for all the mask ones, because it explains a lot better for the masks than it does for the others, because the others are all outside of the things, and the mask can be in the mission, and then it explains where it is. So, honestly, the guide is best used with masks, and treasures are pretty useful with the guide too. The guide's pretty useful on treasures. But Clue Bottles, you would have to follow their linear path for it to make sense. I'll post a link to the place where I got to the website where I got the treasures. I might be posting a link to a different guide than the treasure guide. Actually, I'll do the treasure guide because that's the hardest to find. And I think if you search for like Sly 4 Clue Bottles, or actually it would have to be Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, I think. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time Clue Bottles, and you can find the page where I did that. And then Sly Cooper Thieves in Time Mask Guide, then you can find that. Honestly, you know what? No, I'll be posting a link to all three of them in this video and in the next video. I would post it all in the Clue Bottle videos, but I've already... if I can get to the URL before it crashes on me, because the Clue Bottle one likes to crash on me on my computer. If I can get the URL before it crashes on me, then I'll post it on all the Clue Bottle videos, including the ones I've uploaded so far, which would mean that I would have to edit them all, which I'm willing to do, because I think there's 3 Clue Bottle videos up, so it's really not that hard. I'm actually surprised that I'm so close to ending the series, that I'm kind of close to ending the series on my YouTube channel, too. It's just, I guess I could have just done 1 video per day instead of 2, but if I had done, I wanted to do 2, because I wanted to upload this whole game within, at most, a few weeks, so that I can, continue on my, things without, blocking people who don't like the Sly games from the other stuff that I had for a little while, so... It's weird to think. I've uploaded part 20 today. I think part 20 was the latest upload today. And I hope it was part 20, because then the 2-parters that I'm putting up shouldn't make a big difference. Actually, I was gonna have to try. Shit. Oh well. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Sorry, I'm just deciding on how upload schedules will work, because one of the 2-parters that I made would be perfectly fine with it. This is the one. This is the most annoying one. Like, I continuously, and that's a Sabretooth costume, and like, I should be able to just jump over there, but I can't. I continuously go over there, and then eventually it comes to me to just randomly back up and go behind the one that would let me come back here, after I, like, destroy this thing for a bit. It eventually comes into my mind to go behind it, and it works. It makes no sense to me either, why it works that way. I'm actually surprised that my parents didn't actually hear me when I was going for this one, because I continuously went like, ooh, why is that not firing? But probably a lot louder than that. It's like 11:30 right now, so I really don't want to be very loud, because then that'll wake everybody up, and everybody will be pissed at me and stuff like that. So... why am I recording a very long post-commentary segment at 11:30? I have no idea. And I finally make this, and then you have to roll across here, and I fall down. And then I roll across it again, and then you need to break that. And then all that stuff is gone, and that's what prevents me from getting it the first time, is the fact that those were gone, and that surprised me, so that I switched into the Jailbird costume, and then had to switch back out of it, and that ruined my time. I seriously lost it right before I would have made it. There are ones where I do the exact same thing over and over again, and then at one point it just works. I don't remember what I did differently, and this one was annoying. Like, the treasures are annoying, because you have to find them again after you go to the hideout. And I couldn't find it again for a little bit after this, and then I go over here and it works. But after you go back to the hideout, it's annoying to find them again if you mess up. Because if you mess up, then you have to find them again. But, like, if you get messed up by being hit pretty close to where you were, it's not as hard, but if you mess up by messing up, if you mess up by not making it in time, it's annoying to find. Because you have to, like, memorize the area pretty well to be able to find it really quickly. Or have a map up showing where they all are. And then there, I'm like, well, why hasn't it worked? There, the lasers disappeared, which they didn't do the second time I came around, so that confused the hell out of me. But I think this is the time I make it. Yes it is. It's really sad that I can actually tell what the, because I can tell if the things would make it, like if the treasures would make it in time or not, depending on, I can tell if treasures would make it in time or not, depending... I keep saying the exact same thing. Because I'm awesome that way. This one was the most annoying one, because I had to find all 12 treasures in this area. I found a bunch of them before, but I could never get them back to the hideout in time, so I was just like, fuck this. And then I have to find them again, so I just follow the complete linear pattern. Well, it's not really linear for the treasures, but they explain it very well, and they give you a map to help you find it. I would suggest downloading the image of the map Okay, this is what I would suggest. Download the image of the map, and then while you're playing the game, put the map up on one side and put the screen up and put the information up on the other side so that you know where each number is while you're finding the explanation for where it is. And I'm badly stuttering tonight. What the hell? Yeah, there was the general. This one is annoying because it's like on a high pillar back here, and I just can't freaking find it. I even look back at the map a few times, and that doesn't really help me. And then I decide, you know what, I've got time, I'm just gonna grab this one next, which honestly, it was number 3, so it's not really a big deal that I grabbed it next anyway. It was like the Grizz's door key or something. Apparently, though, if you have a treasure and you fall in the water, it's not actually going to hurt the treasure. Which actually kind of surprised me. Jeez, I'm yawning and stuttering tonight. That's bad commentary. And you may notice that I had 11,000 coins there. I think it said that I have 11,000. It would make sense if it did. Yeah, I think I did have around 11,000 coins at this point. You know, if you're gathering like 45 treasures that are all worth over 150 coins, well, almost all worth over 150 coins, you're gonna get a lot of money. Of course, none of them creep past the 500 mark, which is stupid because you can pickpocket the 500s and coins off of guards, but treasures that you go far out of the way to get, you can't do. I guess because it unlocks a bunch of minigames that are actually pretty fun. Honestly, it's basically like the hacking minigames and a few other minigames. I'm sure one of them will be the dancing minigame, and there'll somehow be a mask in that. But you have to get the certain button right, and then you'll get the mask. I would do that. The mask would just appear on one of the buttons. You had to... Oh, that would be annoying, because, you could press this or this, and you would have to press this one of them, and, you could press either square or circle, and you would have to press circle to get the mask, and if you press square, then you wouldn't get the mask. So, yeah, that would be how I would do it, and that would be really freaking annoying. Which is why I'm glad they didn't do it how I would, which I'm not sure, actually, because I've only recorded one of the 5 mask segments. Yeah, one of the 6 mask segments, because, honestly, let me just tell you guys this. You guys are going to see the masks in the epilogue before I even upload the final video of the game as the epilogue. Because what I'm going to do is before I upload that one, I'm going to record the epilogue. Once I finish finding the masks everywhere else, I'm going to record the epilogue of the game, probably a few videos for that, and then I'm going to replay the missions that I have to get the masks in the last segment of the mask video. Then I'll put it all together, throw the commentary over it, and stuff like that. Honestly, this game is going to be finished this weekend, which is actually really nice. I am so glad to be done with the treasures, though. You guys have no idea, and I'm finding more to talk about in this than I found in my 21-minute clue bottle video last time. Although that might just be because I had ice cream that was melting, and I was starting to get really worried that and I was starting to think that I really shouldn't have done this yet because I had ice cream, and I should have waited and eaten it, and then done the thing. And after this, I'm gonna have to go downstairs and get a drink because I'm thirsty. Yeah. But this was definitely the most annoying, but I am so glad. I will be so glad once I'm done with the masks in this area, because 10,000 BC is definitely my least favorite area of the whole game. I don't know why, I just don't like it at all. I'd say Medieval Times was probably my second least favorite, and this one, oh man, this one. I go through this one 20 times, and each time I'm a few seconds away, and then I do the exact same thing over and over again, but somehow, randomly, at one point, I just make it. That's just what I love about this mission. About this one. But, yeah, 10,000 BC has to be my least favorite area of the game. I'm not 100% sure why, because I actually found it kind of fun to record. And I really like the plot twist that led us here. But, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I think I just really don't like things that are in very, very far past. Like 10,000 BC, I think I don't like that just because it's so far in the past. Like, it would be... It's just weird because I'm used to technology, that's like my life is technology. And it's just weird to me for anything to be in the past when the past has no technology. And actually none of these areas have technology, but honestly I feel more accustomed to the other areas just because I've actually known a bunch of stuff about it. I don't know much about prehistoric times comparatively to feudal Japan. I learned about this year. The 1880s, that's not really hard. I learned about that in like 4th grade. And then the 10,000 BC, I have no idea about. Medieval era, I knew a bunch about. It's just Renaissance shit. It's not that hard. I did a whole like a bunch of PowerPoints on Renaissance shit. And then Ancient Arabia. Aladdin is one of my favorite movies. I know a lot about Ancient Arabia just because of this. So, honestly, I just feel accustomed to the other areas, where this one, I don't like it. I think it's too old for me. There's, like, the wheel was just invented at this point. And that's just really weird to me. To be playing a game in the time zone of when the wheel was just created. Because that's one of the treasures here, is the stone wheel. Which I actually get earlier than the guide told me to. But, whatever. And I don't want to spoil this, so I'm not going to, but we already have a lot of money at this point. We have a lot of money at the end of this, like, way more money than we would ever spend. Like, we should have just searched for the treasures, and that would have been plenty for finding all this. Now, this next clue bottle was annoying, because you have to roll across this, break this, then you need to grab this. I hate the ones where you have to transform to actually get the treasure. And this one I'm just like, yeah, I didn't make that, so I'm just gonna go back here and get it again. I hate the ones that make you have to transform to get the treasure, which means, like, I hate the ones with the Sabretooth costume, where you have to, like, jump to it and then jump back. The archery ones are fine, because then you can just run across the ropes after you've done the archery shit. But I just really hate the ones that make you have to transform to be able to get across. To be able to get back to the hideout. I just don't like them. So, okay, there's the music. I think this is... No, this isn't. This is Delfino Plaza. Yeah, this is Delfino Plaza. I don't know. For a second there, the long wait time made me think that this is where I cut off the music to start the new set. But it can't have been, because this is Delfino Plaza and the sets all start with Clocktown. I know what these music tracks sound like pretty easily. Honestly, so... This one takes me a few... No, wait, no, never mind. One of them takes me a few tries because I kept jumping on... paragliding to that geyser, and it would lead me to the wrong place. But, yeah. I'll be excited once I have all the masks done in this area, so that I'm finally done with this area for good. Unless there's random trophies that I have to get doing something specific in these areas. Because I won 100% the game, but the trophies seem like a big hassle, and I don't even know what they are, because I couldn't find them on the screen. Usually, like, right above, if you hit the PS button in the middle of the game, usually right above where it says Quit Game is Trophy Collection. I couldn't find that. I think they must have moved it somewhere, but that's stupid. I'll have to research that if I still can't find it. So, yeah. And this, I think I explained this already, but this game comes with the available download for the PS Vita version, and with a crossplay feature, which means that you can, buying the PS3 version of this will also give you the PS Vita version, which means you don't have to pay for both. I think buying the Vita version might give you the PS3 version too. I actually wouldn't think so initially though, because you can't really download full games from the PlayStation Network from what I've seen, except for on the Vita. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure. I haven't done much with PlayStation Network, but I think that might be how it is. Honestly, this is the one that keeps screwing me up, because I keep paragliding in the wrong way. I'm supposed to, like, turn around really quick, then paraglide over, but I don't even think to do that for a while. But the crossplay feature means that you can play a game on the PS3, and then if you go in the start menu, there's a cross save button. Click that, and it will save the game. And if you have a PS Vita connected, it will save the game to the Vita as well. Which means that you can play it on the PS3, and then transfer it to the Vita and continue the exact same save file on the Vita. Which I might actually end up doing, downloading the Vita version and save it, well, to my dad's Vita, so that sometimes when we're in the when we're in California, if I have nothing to do, my dad might let me use his Vita and I can play Sly 4, which would be pretty cool. Since I'm going to be playing one playthrough on my own after this full recording session, because number one, I want to see if those voice clips are actually gone. This was the last one. This was the last treasure, but it took me forever to actually get it in the right place. Those voice clips in Ancient Arabia, between, like, the ones that disappeared with Sly, Salim, not Ryoichi, why did I say Ryoichi? Le Paradox, and, Miss Decibel. I almost forgot, I completely forgot her name for a second. Those voice clips disappear, and I want to see if those were gone completely, or if that was just an accidental flaw. If those are gone completely, then I might actually request a new copy of the game, because I think if something like that happens, you can request a new copy of the game, and they will give you a new copy of the game, hopefully with that fixed. I don't think I would, because I would love to hear the voice acting there, but honestly, I think I could live without it. But yeah, this is the end of Jurassic Thievery's treasure hunt. Now we go to Of Mice and Mechs. Jurassic Thievery. More like Clan of the Cave Raccoon. Jeez. Talking so much is actually starting to give me a sore throat right now. I don't know if it's just because I'm talking kind of weirdly, because my nose feels stuffy for some reason. But my throat's starting to kind of hurt from talking so much. And we've still got 10 minutes to go. Only 10 minutes, really? Yeah, we're only around 10 minutes. That's not bad, actually. I would have expected a bit longer because we're only on Of Mice and Mechs, but this was all done on one video file. Like, I split these up. Like, I recorded the Ryoichi's area, then I moved over to Go West Young Raccoon and ended. Then I recorded Go West Young Raccoon, went over to Clan of the Cave Raccoon and ended. Then I recorded Clan of the Cave Raccoon, went over to Of Mice and Mechs, then ended. And then I just recorded the rest of the treasure. And then I recorded the live commentary segment, which was just me talking about, which was just me counting the treasures for you so you know how many of them there are. And I like how what you get from the safes are technically treasures, so technically, treasures shouldn't be 100% until you get all the safes. I can't check that because I got the safes first, but I think it would be 100%ed if you didn't get if you didn't get the safes. It probably still would be 100%ed, because they technically don't count as treasures even though they're on the treasure wall. I don't know. But what I do know is that we're getting close to being done with this game. Haha, yay, haha, yay, haha, yay. I keep saying the same thing because I'm an idiot. But apparently both of the masks in the prologue I didn't get. Apparently I didn't get either of the masks in the prologue, which confused me because I thought that I recorded my... Oh, I think I did. I think... Yeah, I got one of the masks on my root file itself, and then... Oh, wait, no. No, I was thinking of when I got a mask for Breakout. I never got a mask in, the prologue. I might have in my second file that I've barely started. I don't think I've actually gotten past the museum heist yet in that part. But yeah, thoughts on this game a little bit. This game didn't do quite what I expected. I expected that you would go to after stealing the dagger to get you to feudal Japan. Once you completed feudal Japan, I expected you to go back to Paris. You would have to steal something else from a different place to be able to go to the next place, and so on and so forth. I thought that every place that you had to go to, you would have to go back to Paris and steal something else, which I'm sure that's what they expected to have to do, but it ended up that they didn't, because the badge fell from the blimp, then accidentally put Marie's Dreamtime necklace in, which it's actually kind of cool that Murray's Dreamtime necklace has survived from 10,000 BC to 2013. But whatever. And yeah, this game came out in 2013. Just making sure. Okay. And then I just find it funny how lucky we are to actually get all this done without having to go back to Paris a ton of times and steal a bunch of different items like I thought we would. Because then, to get to ancient Arabia, we had something. I don't remember what that item was, actually. I could check it really quick. Yeah, I have to now. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, we found the coin, apparently. And then, I seem to remember something about us getting a coin, but I don't quite remember when. I think it was dropped by Penelope, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. But we do get the coin then, so that we can go to ancient Arabia. So, it's just, we get really lucky on how we go there, and this game is very convoluted in the times that it goes, because it goes from feudal Japan to the 1880s to 10,000 BC to Renaissance times to 1001 AD. It's just very convoluted, and then of course we go back to regular time. But I just find it funny how convoluted it is, and I like the word convoluted. I don't know why, but I just do. And we're starting to near a close here. We're like 5 minutes maybe left of this video, which honestly doesn't really look like it on this. I shorten this a bit, then it looks a little better. But whatever. And then there are a few treasures that you have to collect as Sir Galeth, and he is the only of Cooper's ancestors that you actually have to use to collect any of these treasures. From what I've seen, there's just the treasures that you have to get on these things. So this Sir Galeth gave us the last treasure here. Then we have to go to ancient Arabia to get our very last set of treasures. Our last 2 treasures. And it takes me forever to get the last treasure because I can't fucking find it. Here I'm trying to run through a list, and I paused for a while because I'm trying to like run through a list so that I could figure out where the clue bottles that I'm missing are and which ones. The screen goes black here for a second because I accidentally like knocked my dazzle. Is it really black for a long time? I wish I could tell. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, I think I was about here. I'll just make sure to end this off early just in case. So, yeah, sorry about the black screen because my dazzle decided to crap out for a while. Actually, I don't think I actually end up noticing this until I collect my last treasure. So, sorry about the black screen, guys. I really wish I could show this to you. Honestly. I really wish me of the past would have noticed this earlier. But, of course, I'm a very unobservant bastard, so of course I wouldn't. And, yeah, I think that's the rest of this video is a black screen, actually. But, yeah. So, since the rest of this video is a black screen... Actually, let me go back, recently closed. Would be... not here at all. Hooray. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Hooray. Now, I wish I could tell how many treasures I had at this point. I think I had found one of the ancient Arabian treasures at this point here. Or, no. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I've already found one, and I was trying to figure out what the last one was, because what I originally thought it was wasn't there. And then here I'm searching through the wall. The one that I found was, like, some lion statue thing. It's like a lion statue thing. Hang on. Damn it, a bunch of voices are appearing because I activated a bunch of ads accidentally. Exit this. So that I can create another one going to the exact same place. Okay. And then... shit. Okay. Go. Sorry. It was number 9. Number 4. It was the Gold Cobra. It was on one of the rooftops in the south central part of the city, Skipad. If you're in the center of the city, then there'll be some of those pillars, and then we collected all the treasures here, so I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, it's JFeatherFan back again for the live commentary segment. I got all the treasures. Every single one of them, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I didn't count these middle ones because I got these from safes and they don't... well, they do kind of count, but I'm not counting them because there's 60 on here. So, I'm going to be doing one video that goes through and reads all of these. I'm probably just going to read them from left to right since I don't feel like finding a way to get them all in order perfectly, because it's really weird, because like it does these it does like 5 of these in a line, then it goes down here and goes in a line, then goes down here, goes in, then it goes, oh wait, no, and it goes, oh, these are the extras these are some of the extras, and I think these might be the rest. I don't know. Because if you look right here, here is the Puffin's cookie jar here and bright cane polish here. Those two go with the Arabian area over here, and I couldn't find them, but now I have. So yeah, we've got 60 treasures in there. Technically 65 thanks to the safes, but 60 of them that do stuff. And the treasures, in case you couldn't see in the video, unlock the arcade. I would open the arcade, but as soon as you open it, you get a mask, so I'll save that for the next video. So, I'll see you guys next time when we collect all of the masks, alright? So, I will see you guys then. Bye!